In human evolution and the process of civilization development, animal domestication is highly significant. It provides high-quality nutrition and have changed human production methods. And in Guangxi, their presence brings vitality and energy to this beautiful land.
Hello, dear friends, good afternoon. Today I'll show you where I raise my goats.
Hard at work is Yang Huiyan.
When I move, can you move as well?
Born in the 1990s, she raises goats for a living. People call her the goat girl. Opposite her, this man awkwardly filming videos is her husband Wei Hanyu. For him, capturing beauty of both the girl and goats is extremely challenging. The baby goat in the goat girl's arms is a 2-month-old black goat. Black is the defining feature of this breed. Compared to other black goats, Mashan black goats have unique traits from this land. Guangxi is one of China's provinces with the most extensive karst landscapes. Located in the north-central part of Guangxi, Mashan County features typical peak forest and peak cluster landscapes, with the Tropic of Cancer running through it. It has abundant sunshine and plenty of rainfall. Mashan black goats have grown up running in such an environment. Quality grazing is crucial for raising premium black goats. On the mountain, fresh leaves are the primary food source for Mashan black goats. Every afternoon around 2 o'clock, herding over 200 goats to the nearby Rocky Mountains for feeding is Wei Hanyu's most critical task of the day. The stones on the mountain are scattered randomly, making it nerve-wracking to navigate through. Fortunately, the black goats are skilled climbers, always finding suitable footholds among the rocks. The unique structure of their hooves greatly enhances their climbing prowess. Each hoof has 2 toes that allow the goats to spread them apart to grip irregular stones, thus providing strong support. The black goats have specific dining preferences. They prefer tender tree leaves over bland and tough herbal plants. To reach the freshest leaves, the goats stretch their necks as long as possible. Despite their height limitations at times, they always find a way to let the fresh food slide into the mouth. A rich variety of plants provides the goats with a well-rounded diet. Their frequent mountain climbing keeps their meat firm and well-loved for its texture. Their flesh is delicate, very low in fat. The semi-wild grazing method imparts a natural sweet aroma to the meat. Boiling it in plain water results in original flavored goat meat, paired with Guangxi's favorite rice noodles. It can be incredibly delicious. Stir-fried on high heat. The richly flavored braised goat meat is savory but not gamey, rich but not greasy, leaving a lingering taste.
Wow, it's amazing!
In October, Mashan County gradually sheds the summer heat. The mountain breeze gently blows, and the ideal weather makes the goats eat with gusto. The shepherd is now enjoying his leisure time. However, the playful black goats, full of adventure and freedom, often sneak away under the cover of branches.
Wei Hanyu. Where are the goats? Can you hear me?
I'm here.
What are you even doing here? If you lose any goat, you're not getting dinner tonight.
The goats might be down below.
All the goats are here?
Losing goats is a big deal, especially in such a complex rocky mountain area. The goat's black appearance can easily blend into the stones.
Where did them go? I don't see any goat down there.
Despite an afternoon of searching, many goats are still missing. They haven't been found. It's getting dark now.
So many goats are missing tonight. Where do you think they could be?
If the goats have just wandered too far, it's not a serious problem. But if they are trapped in danger in the mountains or attacked by other animals, or fall into terrain traps from which they can't escape, they need to be rescued in time.
Thank God you're here.
After a long search, they finally found something. Dozens of eyes glint in the beam of the flashlight. Indeed, they are the lost black goats.
Black. Black. Black.
After years of working away from her hometown, the goat girl came back here 10 years ago to start the black goat farming venture with her husband, Wei Hanyu. Together, they scaled the peaks of life. Three years ago, their daughter was born, giving them new goals beyond their business. Tonight, the mother and daughter will welcome the birth of a baby goat. Nights like this happen dozens of times a year. But they don't feel tired. The arrival of new life always brings hope and joy to the family and the land. Zhuang antiphonal folk songs are a wit contest between men and women. However, at a Zhuang wedding, their melodies are cheerful. And more about blessings for the newlyweds. Like most weddings, the couple toast to guests. Everyone raise their glasses, making it the livest part of the wedding. But in Shilin, and throughout Guangxi, duck is an essential dish to satisfy the guests. Prepare scallions and ginger. Fry the amomum fruit. Flavorful yet subtle spices are simmered with the duck in plain water. The duck skin remains taut, and the meat is tender. No one can resist this delicacy. In Shilin, even at street food night markets, one can find hearty dishes like white-cut duck. White-cut is the most loved way for Shilin locals to enjoy duck. But not just any duck can win the approval of Shilin locals. It must be the local Shilin duck to meet the standards. Originating from Yunnan, the Tuanyang River flows along the Yunnan-Guizhou Plateau, heading east to the sea. With wide river bends, it has long been a golden waterway in Yunnan and Guangxi. As Shilin's mother river, the Tuanyang River nourishes the land. The Shilin duck has lived in this area for a long time, and frequent swimming helps retain its wild nature. At times, ducks escape to rooftops to test their flight performance. Some ducks are ever yearning for the distant. They reenact prison breaks daily. He chases. They flee. Ducks only return when they're tired. Wang Chaojun is known as the duck commander by the villagers. Thanks to over 20 years of duck rearing experience, the ducks follow his lead. Over 800 ducks in his village are all under his care. Every morning at 8 o'clock, he takes the ducks out for an outing. Seeing water, ducks are thrilled, and can't wait to get into the water. At this moment, nothing else matters to the ducks. And they won't look back. Until 5 p.m., when Wang Chaojun showcases his skills as the duck commander. Without equipment, he relies on vocal commands. And with a shout, ducks start ascending from the water. Without much effort, the ducks head home on their own. Such free-range rearing brings a few challenges too. Over time, through natural hybridization, the Shilin duck risks losing its distinct characteristics, such as incorrect coloring and oversized body shapes. Additionally, ducks grow slower than other species, requiring higher rearing costs. As a result, few locals keep raising Shilin ducks. Over a long run, purebred Shilin ducks might even face extinction. Thus, purifying and improving the breed to expand their population is crucial.
This natural environment is quite suitable for duck rearing.
Every holiday, Liao Xiaoguang from Guangxi Vocational University of Agriculture travels from Nunning to Shilin, immersing himself in the village to collect the ducks that best meet the standards. Through continuous breeding efforts, Liao Xiaoguang has developed a keen eye.
This one is not good. Those with white hairs on their heads are also unsuitable.
The ones with stripes all over should have drab yellow feathers, a chestnut beak. And even their weight, all these traits are carefully compared. The selected ducks are taken back to the breeding farm. With a ratio of 7 female to 1 male ducks, new families are formed. Under researchers' long-term monitoring, several generations of selection result in high quality and distinct Shilin ducks. Making the Shilin duck. Truly an authentic Shilin duck sounds absurd. Yet it's urgent. This goal requires the efforts of many people over years. Seeking, selecting, and raising ducks, they work day in and out to ensure the Shilin duck remains distinct, making its esteemed reputation bright and sound. Rooster crowing begins the day. In ancient times, without alarm clocks, people are woken likely by rooster crowing. Like humans, chickens rest at sunset and rise with the sun. Early in the morning, the feed cart arrives on time. The morning is when chickens experience the greatest hunger. With rumbling stomachs, even the proudest chickens abandon their manners, sprinting after the cart. Some eagerly wait by the troughs and watch their keeper closely. Feed of corn and pumpkins is fresh and delightful. Etiquette doesn't matter. They were too busy eating to even raise their heads. Until they're full and stroll leisurely. We then glimpse their elegant appearance. Golden feathers shimmer, tails held high. Glossy and striking are the roosters. Speckled feathers, snow-white bodice. Softer are the hens. Together, they are known as Chibnong chickens. This breed hails from Chibnong Township in Dahua, Yao Autonomous County. Nong signifies a basin nestled among mountains in Zhuang and Yao dialects. Due to a long-term water shortage, the soil is thin. Chibnong was once regarded as the most uninhabitable place aside from deserts. Amid over 5,000 stone peaks, over 1,300 gnomes are spread here. The grand vista conceals formidable barriers. Yet the Chibnong chickens emerged here, shaped by natural and human selection. In Dehua County, Maria exotica tea-infused chicken is a popular local dish. Maria exotica, mint-like in flavor, infuses the marinated Chibnong chicken with distinct aroma and makes the meat tender. Under high heat, the fat melts away, leaving the skin crisp and dehydrated. The meat is firm, crispy outside and tender inside. To raise Chibnong chickens, people chose not to confine them to fixed cages, allowing them to roam freely. Mountain weeds, wild greens, and insects serve as their food sources. This not only builds their physique, but also gives Chibnong chicken a unique texture and flavor. Chickens have highly developed sight and sound senses. They're able to keenly detect any potential danger, making them often easily frightened. The loudspeakers atop the coop play specific music for the chickens, which quells noise disturbances and allows the chickens to calm down and grow with ease. Chinese New Year is the peak sales season for such chickens. Lan Jiping plans to hatch a batch of chicks specifically for the holiday. At his chicken farm, machines have taken over the incubation. However, to ensure nothing goes wrong, throughout the incubation period, Lan needs to use an egg candling lamp to monitor embryo development within the eggs. As light passes through the shell, those showing blood veins will hatch into healthy chicks. And those without such signs are infertile or underdeveloped, and need to be removed promptly. In recent years, with the construction of roads and reservoirs, which have solved transportation and water issues, the farm nestled deep in Chibnong has continued to expand. Lan Jiping's business is embracing great opportunities. Chibnong chicken is making its way out, reaching across the country. Speaking of camera awareness, who could match these buffaloes before us? Whether boldly appearing or stealthily hiding, the cameraman is instantly captured. These buffaloes reside at the Buffalo Research Institute from birth. They're kept in secluded settings, quite fittingly. Besides researchers and caretakers, they face no external disturbances in their familiar environment. Any additional person or object draws their curious gaze. Over 10,000 years ago, the ancestors of China domesticated wild rice to secure a stable food source. By taming wild buffalo into beasts of burden, they greatly boosted productivity, facilitating further development of rice culture. But today, buffaloes no longer plow fields. They have a new task: producing milk. It requires some efforts to make them yield milk efficiently. With their thick hides and sparse sweat glands, they like soaking in water. Even in December, when it's quite chilly, a dip in water remains their day's highlight. After their bath, they're clean, refreshed, and in high spirits, which boosts their productivity. Buffalo milk is cherished by the people of Guangdong and Guangxi. Yet, the milk yield, falls short of the Holstein cow. Since 1957, the Guangxi Buffalo Research Institute has imported large and high-yielding Murrah and Niliravi buffaloes and bred them with local Chinese buffaloes, resulting in these buffaloes with both Chinese heritage and high milk production. Even with increased milk production, a Holstein cow still outscores by almost 3 times, making buffalo milk all the more precious. On the streets of Nanning, a cup of milk tea is a fashionable staple for the youth. Milk tea made with buffalo milk is particularly popular. Compared to regular milk, buffalo milk has the high protein and fat content, with a silky, creamy texture, naturally high in lactose, 10% more than regular milk. It has more free peptide amino acids, giving it a richer, sweeter flavor. With its unmatched taste and flavor, buffalo milk is a prime choice of drinks. Of course, the wonders of buffalo milk were known well before milk tea's rise. With the high protein and fat content, buffalo milk offers higher coagulation success rates. Thus, buffalo milk has always been the go-to for ginger milk pudding, a classic dessert in Guangdong and Guangxi. Heated but not boiled buffalo milk is swiftly poured into fresh ginger juice. Under the influence of ginger juice, the milk gradually solidifies. After 5 minutes, it becomes pudding-like. This is ginger milk pudding. In the morning, enjoying a cup of fresh buffalo milk is how many locals in Nanning start their day. At about 3 a.m., Xiang Liufang arrives at the dairy station. As a milk delivery worker, she must deliver milk before 7 a.m. to 100 households. Each household orders different quantities and types of milk. To ensure zero mistake, she fully relies on memory and experience. Thanks to modern milk processing and preservation, and a developed transportation system, more people can savor the sweet taste of buffalo milk. Buffalo milk is swiftly brought every day to the production line, where it transforms into various flavored milk products. In modern factories, full process automation is attained. From filling to storage, workers are barely seen. A robotic arm can lift 12 boxes of milk at once. Digital warehouse management ensures each batch of milk is dispatched at the right time to far-off locations. The 100-hectare Buffalo Research Institute is over twice the size of Tiananmen Square. Half of the area is devoted to buffalo care, while the other half is planted with the buffalo's forage, elephant grass. Following years of cultivation by researchers, this seemingly ordinary grass actually contains 15% crude protein. With a good diet, the quality of buffalo milk is naturally superior. As the province with the most dairy buffaloes in China, Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region boasts geographical advantages and diligent people. Even in Nanning, a rapidly growing city, they continue to provide the buffaloes with a paradise. Chickens, ducks, cows, and goats. On this diverse land of Guangxi, their presence is vital to the people. Despite the myriad challenges life presents, as long as we stand together, we can overcome any obstacle.